Hey folks, welcome back to Bullets and Brass. Welcome to Bullets and Brass, over 1,000 subscribers. We weren't going to make it by my goal of Christmas, so I made the mistake, or not a mistake, I don't know yet, of asking some friends for some help, and apparently they went a little overboard. So we'll see where it stops. But we are across that threshold, that goal. We will see how things go going forward. But I thought we would take this time, end of the year, milestone on subscribers, to talk about the state of the channel. I've done this before, kind of a where are we at and where are we going. And the where we're at is still not shooting videos because I don't have anywhere to do them. I am not somebody who can really take over one of the local ranges to do video. Kind of had a really good situation at my old range where if you were there at the right time, you could set up cameras. Nobody was around, nobody cared. Even if other people were around, during a ceasefire, you could set up cameras in your area. As long as somebody wasn't shooting right next to you, you didn't have to worry about it. Don't have that here, and it really has been an issue. I'm hoping that over the next year that gets corrected. I can find a place to shoot where I can film properly. If not, we'll just have to keep going with content that doesn't involve the actual shooting. Where I can film it separately. I don't know. Well, maybe just a GoPro on me, a GoPro head mount, a GoPro on a little baby tripod next to me, like on the bench. I don't know. Hopefully, going forward, we will improve the background quality. I have some, what do you call them? The RGB strip lights that I'm going to set up. We are going to keep using this area. I'm going to set them up behind that table to kind of add some variety to the lighting behind me. And we may see about some other stuff. I don't know. Lighting changes and things like that. Problem is all this costs money and it takes up space. And I love living in a small place. There are advantages to being in a big place, but I am a single guy and I don't need a lot of room other than for my hobbies. The problem is if I have a lot of space for them, I will spread out and then I have to keep it all clean. I have to keep up with it, and I'm a single guy. There's only so much cleaning I want to do. There's only so many areas I want to take care of. I'm just not interested. So I am loving the small space, but it does limit how much stuff I can keep around in terms of lighting gear and tripods and backgrounds and all that jazz. So camera equipment, I don't see us changing that this year. I honestly don't. Right now I'm using my phone with an external mic, little Shure MV5, works great. I've done a lapel mic into an audio recorder. The workflow on that didn't make sense. It wasn't better. This does have a few disadvantages, a few issues, but for this kind of recording, great. This year, we managed to put out a lot of videos. We're only 2 years in. This channel started November 30th, 2019. So 2020, 21, 2 years, just over. I'm pretty happy with that. For somebody like me, I am not a super charismatic, exciting, wonderful presenter, and I wasn't doing anything crazy or revolutionary. I'm okay with getting to 1,000 after 2 years. We'll see about going forward. I'm trying to spice things up a little bit in terms of topics. The presentation is never going to be crazy exciting. That's just not me. But if Lindy Beige can make history, a successful YouTube channel, and be interesting and have viewers to keep coming back over and over like me, we can do this. Found a format that people seem to like. The comparison videos on ammunition, some of the optics reviews where it's less marketing and more real world. What do I really think? How does this fit in the real world? as opposed to how does the marketing want you to feel about this? Because I think that's a thing that we run into a lot. A lot of the YouTube channels, a lot of the news articles, a lot of the magazine articles, they are scripted to sell it to you. They are intended to make this seem like the greatest thing. You have to have it. It's the new and wonderful. You know, the new hotness. I don't look at it that way. I look at every product that hits the market that I'm aware of through a lens of what need that I actually have is this doing better than what I've got or is already available. Which is why things like the 2X from Primary Arms are so attractive to me. And that came through in the videos about it, and you guys responded. People watched those videos and commented and said, you know, hey, that was helpful, thank you. My review of the Larue triggers, same thing. I didn't talk about it as, oh my God, it's the greatest trigger ever. It was, no. If you don't want to spend $200 or $300 on a trigger, and you don't need a specific kind of trigger, if you just need a general purpose trigger that is really good, that you can throw in every AR you've got, it's the best trigger I know of. If money's no object for you, there are other triggers that are probably better. Again, you start getting into personal opinion. But that video did really well. The follow-up video to that did really well. I'm getting a feel for what you guys actually care about, what you respond to. So I think that's progress on the channel. I think we are going to see more fishing stuff. I've tried to do that before and I couldn't really make it work. Part of the problem is that I'm a lousy fisherman. I enjoy it, but I'm lazy about it, so I don't catch a lot of fish. I don't like to travel to go to good spots. But I think with the added motivation of filming it, I will be more willing to, drive 40 minutes to go somewhere good and go for longer and actually put some effort in. One of the things you may have noticed behind me, we no longer have the amp. My Marshall amp is gone, along with the cabinet that used to sit here. I don't know if it ever made it in a video. I was having a problem with the fact that I live in an apartment and I'm not an asshole. So, well, I am an asshole, but not that much of an asshole. And I didn't want to play it loud enough that I was bothering my neighbors. I didn't want to play loud enough that I was bothering him. He works from home. And so no matter what hour I play, he'd have to hear it if I turned it up at all. So I have a big amp, powerful, fancy 1x12 cabinet. It was a nice Marshall cabinet that I'm playing at little tiny baby amp levels. And it was ridiculous. And it didn't work well. It was always a struggle. I found it just wasn't playing. So I traded it in, updated my Bias FX software. I'm keeping the pedal board for now. I don't know if we're gonna stick with the pedal board. I may put those on reverb. However, what that did is I made profit selling my amp and cabinet. And I'm putting that money into other things. I put it into some fly tying equipment. I put it into getting my fly fishing gear back functional. I have some very old stuff that the consumables needed all replaced, and some of the equipment that I needed, I had gotten rid of. Expect to see some fly fishing. I blame Weston Smith. He made it seem exciting again, and I went down that rabbit hole. When the weather is cooperative, it has been very blustery and rainy the last few days. I expect to see me getting back into fly fishing. It has honestly been 20 years. It may have been longer since I last actually went fly fishing. I was halfway decent when I did it. My grandfather was a big fly fisherman and taught me a lot. A lot has changed over the years. I'm starting fresh. I'm still using my old rod and reel, but that will probably change if I stick with it. I have a very old Orvis Rocky Mountain rod, 5-weight, that is not appropriate for what I want to be doing at all. But we're going to make it work, at least for this winter. But anyway, the money went, at least some of it, to updating all that kind of stuff, getting fly tying equipment again. I used to love doing that. And there'll be some videos of that. There'll be some videos of me fly fishing. And we'll see how you guys respond. If that is a popular thing, great. I'll keep putting it on video. If not, whatever. I'm not going to stop doing it, but I just won't video it. Anyway, that is it. Congratulations to the channel, to all my subscribers. Thank you. Big milestone. I am very grateful to be here. We'll see, if I bother monetizing it anytime soon. I don't know what the process is. There's just a button I'm supposed to click if I want to do it. And apparently there's a process. But I think that the real answer is it doesn't matter until a subscriber count and viewers, not just subscribers, viewers, drastically increases. As it stands now, I have 1,000 subscribers, but very few of my videos ever make it to anywhere close to that. Take care, have fun, stay safe, keep shooting, get some training, folks. The tide seems to have turned a little bit, at least in our general favor, but I don't think that fight is over even for the immediate future. I think that it was just the current idiocy has been pushed back. I think they're just going to be coming for them again. I don't think that's changed. Certainly we haven't managed to overturn the import ban, and I don't think the shortage of ammo is really going to end anytime soon. It's just going to keep wiggling around. So anyway, take care.